Hey everybody, it's Andrew Ainsworth Golf Academy. Welcome to the channel. I've got the new Ping i230 iron to tell you all about. Stay tuned. Hey everybody, warm welcome to the channel. Thanks for watching the little video today. New product arrived a few weeks ago. Been meaning to do the review on it. Haven't got round to it. Apologies. Probably the latest YouTube review you're going to see on this beauty. It's the new Ping i230 iron. Hotly anticipated. We've missed this in the range, really. There's been a big gap for me in the Ping range. The i210 was a fantastic iron. Sold lots of them. Fitted all sorts of golfers, really. You know, you've got to be, this is where we'll get sort of different opinions, but I do think with this type of iron, you do need to have a reasonably good level of ball striking to get the most out of this club. If your ball striking's a little bit erratic and you're looking for sort of maximum forgiveness, in my opinion, as a fitter, and remember I see golfers day in, day out trying these sorts of clubs, you may be better off looking at something like the G425 or the new G430 when it comes out next January. So the basic line with this club is it's sort of a player's cavity backed iron. It's not fully blown cavity backed, but you've got enough forgiveness in this to kind of help you get away with some off-center hits. But saying that, we do see some of the world's best players using it. I was just doing a little bit of research on the Ping website. Players like Tyrrell Hatton, there's good old Tyrrell up there. Actually, not far from these parts. I'm in Berkhamsted area, and Tyrrell is from Higher Wycombe, so not far away. So he's pretty much a local lad. I digress. And so he uses the i230, and Lee Westwood, who has moved on to the Live Tour, and we're not going to get into any discussions about Live and all the ramifications of is it good or is it bad. I'll leave that to your own opinions. I've got mine, but I'm not going to go into it. Anyway, Westwood uses the i230, and there's lots of other golfers on the tour which use this iron. So, you know, on one hand, you're looking at maybe, you know, mid-handicap golfers who are maybe good ball strikers, who are aspiring to use something a little bit more workable, a little bit less cranked in loft. And then you've got some of the world's best ball strikers in the world using it. So let's just jump over into the hitting area, pull up some little videos and some spec, tell you a little bit about the spec, but more importantly, let's go and hit it. Let's go. Okay, let's dive in. Let's give you a little bit of spec on this. If you want the full details, as I always say in my videos, just jump on the Ping website. Anything you want to know about it, you're going to find out. But let's just give you a little bit of a flavour. For those of you who don't really know much about this club, here's the i230, and they are saying, hit your yardages precisely with this tour-proven player's style iron that delivers consistent, predictable distance control and tight dispersion. I guess the tight dispersion depends who's on the end of it, doesn't it? I may be able to prove this theory wrong with tight dispersion when I hit it in a minute. I'll just ignore that message that's come up down the bottom. Activated elastomer insert creates discretionary weight to lower the CG. So CG, center of gravity, golf club designers play around with where they put the center of gravity. Generally speaking, the lower you put the CG, the weight, and the more back you put it back, the tends to launch the ball a little bit higher. If you push the CG forward, it tends to lower the ball flight. So they've got the CG back. They've got this multi-material badge on the back, more rounded leading edge, smooth turf interaction. Available 3 iron, thing of the past. 3 iron, don't see too many of those these days. All the way through to pitching wedge and utility wedge. Bear with me while we just scroll down and get some spec. So actually, we'll have a quick look at technology. We're not going to go through it all while we're here. Premium feel and sound due to this elastomer cartridge in the back, round at the back, 431 stainless steel head, low CG, higher MOI. MOI, all these terminologies in golf, isn't it? I mean, if you're new to the game of golf, it must be like speaking a different language. MOI stands for moment of inertia, basically a resistance to twisting, trying to keep the face a little bit more stable. We've got the weight, we've got the tungsten weight in the toe. And the idea with the tungsten weight in the toe is it draws the sweet spot out towards that area so that if you do hit the ball a little bit toey, you kind of get away with it. Bigger sweet spot. Compact long irons, consistent club face delivery. The 3 and the 5 irons are slightly more compact than in the 210. Micromax grooves, blah, consistent gapping. I'm not going to go any more than that because I think I'm probably going to bore you to death if I do. Quick look at specs. We get these in power specs, retro spec, loft and standard lofts. So Ping will quite happily customize these lofts for you if you want them cranking a little bit or if you want them in standard. These are the standard lofts. I always tend to look at 7 irons and pitching wedges to get a bit of a flavour. Very honest players' lofts. Think that some of the irons on the market these days from Callaway, TaylorMade, and from Ping G30, G430 cranked 28-degree lofts, 27-degree lofts in 7 irons. This is a proper 7-iron loft, folks, if you want to be able to flight the ball and you're not too worried about distance. 33 degrees on a 7-iron, 45 degrees on the pitching wedge, 50 degrees on a utility. 3-iron, 19 degrees. I would be scared to hit that. I would not get that ball above my knees. Let's have a quick peeky at shafts. There will be various different shaft options. Dynamic Gold 105, which is what we're going to hit. Alta CB, graphite. Good old True Temper Dynamic Gold never goes away. S300, X100. They're stock AWT shafts. Slightly heavier Dynamic Gold, KBS, NS Pro motors, Recoil, Project X, Elevate. They are not shy on their shaft options this year. If you can't find a shaft out of that lot, then you're in the wrong game because that covers all the bases. These have been really difficult to get hold of due to all the backlog of shafts, but Ping seem to have really caught up. I'm getting custom fit deliveries built and sent back to me within about 4 to 5 working days at the moment, so super quick. We'll just quickly touch on price. Never before we hit it. Never afraid to talk about price because if you want to find out, you can just jump on the internet. 4 pitching wedge, 7-iron set in these in steel. I will be selling for 1,150 Great British pounds. We'll do a conversion for those of you who are working in dollars. We'll put that down below, whatever that is. So 1,150 quid. Sorry, quid. Pounds. Quid, for those of you who don't know, is a slang term for pound notes. Quid. Expensive, but golf club prices have gone up across the board. We're seeing lots of sets of irons now which are creeping up into 4 figures. And people will say to me that's a ridiculous amount of money to pay for a set of irons. But set of irons like this, there's absolutely no reason why that shouldn't last you 7, 10 years. So £1,150 over 10 years and you're playing golf twice a week. It's not bad, is it? When you think that, you buy a pair of golf shoes, you're going to spend 150, maybe £200 on a really nice pair of golf shoes, and they may only last you 1 to 2 years. So yeah, big investment, but they will last. Grips, they don't mess around, Ping. All the different sizes that they offer, but it's just a Golf Pride Tour Velvet. It's fitted as standard. If you want to fit multi-compounds, you'll have to pay extra. Let's go hit some balls. Right, here we are. Time to hit the i230. It's a 7-iron, as all demo clubs are. I've got it fitted with a Dynamic Gold 105 shaft, S300. We'll maybe flash up the full spec down there. Standard length, red dot, red colour code. Remember Ping do all these different colour codes, 10 I think they do. Going from gold, which is 4 degrees flat in lie, all the way up to maroon, which is, I can tell you because I'm looking straight at my chart, 5 degrees upright. Lie angle's really important, folks, when you go and get a fitting. The way the club sits on the ground is going to have a massive effect on how the club interacts with the turf. Generally speaking, if a club sits a little bit too upright, i.e. toe sits off the ground, you're going to hit the ground with this side of the club, the heel of the club, and the face is going to close and you're going to pull the shot. Consequently, if you have a club which is sitting too flat, the toe of the club is going to hit the ground first, open the club face, and you're going to push lots of balls off to the right. So lie angle is very important when you go for a fitting, as is the shaft length, as is the shaft flex, as is the grip size. Where am I today? I am at a course called Willow Crest, and I've no idea if that's a made-up course or not. Suspect it's a real course somewhere in America. Anybody know Willow Crest? Post comments down below, please. Let me know. I'm using a Mizuno golf ball. I'm using the RB566, which is a sort of a three-piece ball, 20 pounds a dozen. I think it's a really good ball. I haven't hit too many shots to warm up here because I just haven't really prepared myself. So here we go, 157 yards to the flag. Let's see what the old golf swing can produce today. Ooh, hello. That's all right for my... I did it 2 warm-up shots, just 2, so that's my 3rd shot of the day. What have we got? We got 86 miles an hour club speed, 110 ball speed. I've got a carry of 152. I finished 7 foot 7 inches from the flag. I think I better stop there. I will hit some more. These irons, considering they are stainless steel, they feel really soft. Now, I think this has a lot to do with this elastomer insert in there. I know there's this raging debate about, you know, forged, non-forged clubs and all the rest of it. Have a little overhead shot here from above. Excuse me. It does look lovely. It's got minimal offset on it. I love the rounded toe. I love the fairly thin top edge. It's very playable. It really is. Let's hit a couple more. Don't think I'm going to beat that first one, do you? Never know. Well, that was fat. That was fat, fat, fat. As we say in the business, operator error, that one. I don't think any club's going to help you when you hit about a foot behind it, does it? No. Took all the distance out of that. Let's try a better strike. Turn that one over a little bit. So here we go. So it. There we go. Better swing. 2 out of 5, 2 out of 6. Get in the hole. Kind of sums up my golf swing, that. It's either really good or not very good. 4 foot 11 inches, 84 miles an hour club speed, 153 carry. When you start swinging this club properly, the distances are very consistent. The ball flight's very consistent. They do exactly what they say they should do. It's a player's iron. I think, how forgiving is it? It's got a bit of forgiveness in it. Go and try it. This is where you can't pigeonhole golfers. You can't say you've got to be a single figure player to use this club. I teach golfers who are playing off 14, 15. They're really good ball strikers. They just maybe don't score that well. So it could be one of those clubs which will help you aspire to play better golf. For some golfers, it might just be a little bit on the tough side and not forgiving enough. Who knows? You've got to go and try it. You've got to make those decisions for yourself. It's a great addition to the range ping. It looks beautiful. It performs. It's just good. It's the Ping i230. Post your comments down below. Anybody using this club? Anybody tried this club? Always good to hear from you. If you're new to the channel, if you like the video, give it a thumbs up and maybe subscribe. Thanks very much, folks. Appreciate your time watching my videos. I'll be back soon. Bye for now.